and welcome to 3.0 TV. I am Vishakha Thakur. We are here at Crypto Expo Dubai 2023. We will be talking to several industry experts to know the ongoing trends in the cryptocurrency space. My colleague Mr. Manoj Dhara is inside, so let's take a deep dive into the world of crypto.
Hello and a very warm welcome to all the viewers of 3.0 TV. I am Manoj Dhara reporting from Crypto Expo 2023. There are a lot of companies who have participated in this year's Crypto Expo, and joining with us is Mr. Sudeep Saxena from CoinGubber. He is a founder of CoinGubber. He is with us to understand what this Web3 ecosystem has got in this year's Crypto Expo. Sudeep, welcome on 3.0 TV.
Thank you so much.
So, since we are talking about this year's big initiative, which HQ MENA has taken. So, what do you think? What's the opening theme of this event, and what are you looking for this event, Sudeep?
Well, if I particularly talk about this event, has set the stage for the season for crypto in Dubai, and that is the first thing we are going through. And if we talk about the event, this event actually sets the stage because this is the first event post the VARA guidelines have been unveiled, and this is a big stage. If you can see, there are a lot of projects coming up, and the projects we can simply see that have matured from like 150 around in the last year to around, I guess, 50 or 60 in this year. So it says that crypto winter has taken its toll, but we can simply say that projects are coming up, and those who had the capacity to mature in this state and had the capacity to actually work in the market, going through the patches, through the roughs of the market, they have actually survived, and these are the actual projects which we should look forward to.
Alright, so Sudeep, so since you mentioned about, there were roughly around 150 odd companies who had actually participated, last year's Crypto Expo, and now we are here, we are witnessing roughly around maybe the half the kind of crowd which is actually here. So what do you think? What's the theme? What's the concern, the big concern in the market? We are talking about the biggest cryptocurrency, coming from 42,000 last year, and it is roughly around, it's hovering around 25k. So what are the big concerns in the cryptocurrency market? Regulations, or you are seeing as a lack of opportunity as far as the projects are concerned?
Well, I would rather say there's no concern. The thing is that there have a lot of projects. We have all gone through the cycles of the market as well, the stock market as well. So when the market goes up, a lot of projects come up. A lot of money is pumped into the crypto world. This is what happened with this crypto world also. But the same thing that happened is going to happen here. So the first cycle, everybody saw a boom, everybody invested, everybody came out with that. But the next thing that happens is that you saturate in the projects, and then the real ones which have a real life utility, which is something to look forward to in the future, building the future, that is where it works differently. And that is what has happened. So when it was going up, it was basically just a sentiment. But now what is it? Is actually the place where we can actually look forward to a positive development from here and the real projects in the times to come.
So since you are talking about positive developments, and what is the theme? Since we are talking about, you attended the Singapore event of 2049, and you are here at the Crypto Expo as well. So what are the themes, Sudeep, according to you, are actually the market is looking forward to it? You're talking about Bitcoin ordinals, you're talking about the regulatory part. So there are a lot of positive developments that are also happening in the markets. So according to you, what are triggers that are taking the market to the next level?
Well, the simple thing is that earlier when I used to go to these events, I could find a lot of projects which are building just on something to earn, play to earn, work to earn, learn to earn, whatever case. Now the projects are actually building on things. If we talk about this, then looking forward to, when I went to Crypto 2049, the events were actually building a lot. It was not just a custom-made solution or a tailor-made solution coming to the place and thinking about getting into Web3. But it is actually they are building something from the basics, something from the concept, and that is the actual thing that is creating a lot of difference. Although Dubai is not seeing so much of development-based events, the developer-centric events right now, it is more of a commercial hub. We know Dubai is a commercial hub. That's why everybody loves to come here. But crypto world in the dungeons, in the downtowns is working big time. It is actually working a lot towards building something out of the structure, out of the infrastructure, out of the basics. That is the key to look forward to in the times to come.
So since you're talking about a lot of development companies are participating in this Web3 ecosystem, and the run up to what we are seeing to be the multi-year high for the cryptocurrency market. But Sudeep, my question to you is, since today is the World NFT Day, and what do you have to say about this sector? We have seen this sector roughly around at $12 billion worth of market valuations. But now we are seeing that the trades have come down to roughly around, it has come down by 90%. How do you see this sector getting revived? And what is your opening remarks as far as the NFT World Day is concerned?
Well, happy NFT to all of us. NFT Day to all of us. Simple thing is, earlier NFT was only taking its shape in the form of a support system to the art. Actually, it is not. I must say now NFT is actually finding a use case, a utility, because the case that is happening with NFT is that NFT has got a real life use case scenarios. Say in gaming, say in secondary stage ticketing, the secondary ticketing market. Say you talk about NFT in the sense that NFT is actually working for providing a use case in terms of document verification and validation. So these are the real world acceptance and real world use cases of NFT. Art was the first wave. It is gone. It is not for everybody. It's only for millionaires and billionaires. For the real life scenarios, NFT is something that is there to stay. And NFT will be finding its use case in these real life utilities. And that is where the market is going to grow. So we have seen BAYC going up and down. We have seen other things going up and down. But the NFTs of gaming spaces, which are working really, and NFTs of spaces which are actually providing a use case scenario, are there and they're going to stay.
Do you have any personal favorite NFT, if you can just highlight?
If I am to bet on something, I will bet on the NFT of the secondary ticket market. That is the real life thing. And second thing is, there are a few beautiful projects who are building on the validation of mark sheets, validation of documentation, the legal documentation. Those are the two sectors where I would put my money on.
Fantastic. Since you spoke really well about how this NFT sector is as of now going through a wonderful phase of a lot of good projects, a lot of good initiative which the companies have taken. One sector it is actually taking a leap from the NFT is the Metaverse, and we are seeing a lot of projects in this expo who are come here to exhibit about this Metaverse technology. There are a lot of ifs and buts. But do you think, Sudeep, this is the tech going forward that will transform the entire Web3 space?
I think it will. Because Metaverse is something, although Facebook has not seen a very big leap in the Meta space since they came for Meta, but NFT is something that is going to draw a lot of things from the Metaverse itself, because Metaverse is going to be the future. So we have seen the work from home culture. The next work from home will come from the Metaverse. And not just working, the experience in real life. Not everybody can go everywhere and experience everything. Metaverse is providing a very cheap solution to that. So why won't people go for it? Why would I not like to sit on the driver's seat of a Formula 1 car and feel the rush? That's the case. That is where the Metaverse is going to work.
So there are a lot of cars over here in the expo. We will explore it, once we finish this interaction as well. So we spoke about the entire crypto market. You spoke about NFTs, and the way forward. Metaverse is the big thing, as you have rightly said, you are betting upon it. Artificial intelligence, what's your take on that, Sudeep? This is something, which is driving the market crazy. There are a lot of Indian biggies, who are coming and, tying up with lot of big AI players such as NVIDIA. How do you see this artificial intelligence technology transforming the Web3 space, which actually we are witnessing this segment as well?
Well, frankly speaking, if we go to the basics of the Web3, it is all blockchain. And when we talk about blockchain, it is all data. So when we're talking about the data in its space, we need to have an analytics done. We need to have an intelligence installed over it. And artificial intelligence is the only and the best way to do it. So if you want to support the crypto ecosystem well, then blockchain is going to be the case. So and blockchain, with the enormous data that is generated on the blockchain, AI is going to be there to support that. And not only AI in the blockchain, look, initially whenever a market grows, the basic thing that happens in the technology is that you come up with basic solutions, infrastructures for everything. But when it matures, it goes to ready-made solutions. So you like plug and play kind of things. And that is where AI is going to help a lot in the Web3 space as well. So if you have a project, you need not to go for spending $1 billion on the development. You can simply go to a project, like plug and play with things, and can come up with a solution that you want is best for the system. So that is where AI will come into picture. One part. Second is we talk about the data. So data, I am a finance guy. My pick is data. If you are having your data right, if you are able to analyze your data right, that is where you're actually going to stray ahead of everybody in the market. And that is where AI is going to play a role.
So data is always the king, as we say that, there are a lot of opportunities in the data segment as well. But we are in this fag end of our interaction, and and a wonderful opening for this Crypto Expo 2023. Sudeep, we'll do a rapid fire question and answer session wherein, we'll try to understand what are the favorite picks, you have in this sector. So if we may begin. So what are the top 5 projects as far as the altcoins, or for that matter, any blockchain project you prefer?
Well, there are a lot of blockchains coming up. One, actually building on Bitcoin are the ordinals. They're building fantastic projects, and Bitcoin we can say it's a forefather of all the crypto ecosystem. So we cannot ignore Bitcoin for sure. So with BRC coming up, with ordinals coming up, there are a lot of things that can be done on Bitcoin. And Bitcoin has also been the institution's favorite now. So that is one thing. Ethereum, after its moving from the proof of work to proof of stake, has been building some beautiful projects, and that actually is something to look forward to. It is not that I'm just naming the 2 leading blockchains here, but they are the actual ecosystems which are working within themselves. So those are the things. Then there are a lot of projects. We've seen tokens which were like meme tokens. They collected money, and then they are developing an ecosystem within themselves, and that is something that is coming forward to with things in the times to come. So when we are talking about the ecosystem, everybody has understood this case that you have to work on an ecosystem. You have to build an ecosystem. A meme or a normal blockchain will never for long. So everybody is adapting, everybody is coming forward, and that is the way forward. One more thing I forgot is that the real world asset. So crypto industry has always been called a hoax, a kind of thing that is like a fluke. Got struck by something, a few youngsters invested, they got billionaires.
Towards the tokenization and the way forward.
Yes, tokenization is one thing. So real world asset is the key to the success of the crypto world in the times to come. So a lot of real world assets are coming up into the picture, and real world asset tokenization is happening. So that is where you will be able to connect the Web3 world, the blockchain world with the real assets. And when the blockchain actually gets to the real world asset tokenization, that is where we will find a connect with the real life. That is where we'll find a connect with the actual valuation of the crypto asset on certain parameters. Because I've been working a lot on the valuation, deriving an actual valuation for how an asset can be valued fundamentally. That is what we do. So that is where a real world asset tokenization will help a lot. And people will be actually able to see a science behind how the valuation is done, how actually a project is deriving its value. That is the basic.
Lot of events that are happening in the cryptocurrency market, which is going to impact, say for example, in 2024's halving. What's your view on that? What's the events to watch going forward?
Well, there are a lot of events certainly. Next I think is going to be blockchain economy. There's World Blockchain Summit. There's GITEX. A lot of things and everything to look forward to here. Even crypto. This 2049 is coming to Dubai now. World Blockchain Summit for the first time is coming to India. A lot of things to look forward to. There's no dearth of events. There's no dearth of good projects. The only thing is to look forward to with a positive intent, understand what they are building, what infrastructure they are using, and that is where we should look forward to. Because believe it or not, coming from an industry which has been a financial industry for working there for 20 years, and then to Web3 world, I see a lot of potential in this industry, and this is going to be the stock market of 90s. So if you get invested here right now, you are going to make, I won't say 100x or 1000x, but you're going to actually make a decent amount in return if you are invested in the right projects. And to check those projects out, you need to go to the fundamentals. That is where you study now. Yes, and one more thing I forgot. A major event is coming in the Web3 space, that is Bitcoin halving. Although I must say that the effect is already, absorbed by the market. But the basic thing that is happening is that is going to turn the tables around in the times to come. Because halving is one thing. SEC, against SEC, the federal court going towards the projects is second thing. That is invited a positive sentiment. Of course, a lot of other governments like G20 has actually accepted the paper of IMF, the financial board, FSB. So these are the things which are actually going to happen.
Fantastic.
And these are the things which are actually going to give a positive boost to the crypto market. So the way forward, government has understood that, all the regulators across the world have understood that crypto is not something that you can ban. Rather, understand the ecosystem, work along with the ecosystem, and try to make it a better place. Because the only concerns that the government had are actually gone, and people are actually now going voluntarily. They are accepting the regulations, regulatory parameters, the KYCs, and everything. And that is a good move by the projects. So the projects have taken a step forward towards the government to actually accept crypto on a positive note. The government should reciprocate the same way, and that is where the ecosystem is going to be in the times to come.
All right, thank you so much, Sudeep, for being part of this interaction and this opening of Crypto Expo Dubai 2023. It was pleasure having you.
Thank you so much.
So this was Sudeep Saxena, from CoinGubber. He is a crypto maxi, as you have already seen that he is optimistic about a lot of projects that are going to come in this crypto universe, and the only way forward is a positive one. Thank you so much.